Hey guys, this is Arkel here, and I apologize. I am yet again rather late with making an update video for you guys. I apologize. I always have the same excuse every time, so there's no point in going ahead and saying it, but anyway, I did want to go ahead and make an update video for you guys. Ball jointed, doll related, of course. What else do I talk about? But anyway, as you guys can see here, I have started to work on the antlers for my Zoom Centaur over here, and I'll just go ahead and see if I can. My light is like right here, so I have to make sure they don't hit it, which I've already done in a recording of this before. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the antlers here that I'm going ahead and making for him. I'm pretty sure that I've showed you guys a drawing of him before. If you guys follow me on Twitter and stuff, then you've definitely seen it, or on DeviantArt. But if not, I'll go ahead and link it in the description anyway, so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, this is a sort of like base form for them. I still have to, of course, paint them and probably sand them a bit more too. There's some areas that could really use some work. But I went ahead and made these with polymer clay. And I really am not a big fan of polymer clay, though. You know, it's very useful. I don't know, I don't think I'm very good using polymer clay. It attracts a lot of like little fibers and stuff like that, and it's really frustrating. But yeah, anyway, so I went ahead and made him some antlers. It took me quite a while to figure out like just how to put them on his head, since you can see they're really large. You can see that, I don't want to show you guys that yet. You can see that they're really, really large, because that's the way that I wanted them to be. They're very, like, widely spaced on the side of his head. And usually having antlers like that are so wide, it's difficult for them to stay on a doll's head, because usually the magnets aren't strong enough to actually support them. And so I tried to, so first what I tried was to do the, typical method where you put a magnet on the inside of their head cap and then one directly into the little horns. That did not work whatsoever. They fell off instantly. So then what I tried was to put the magnet under their wig and then of course have one in the horns. And his wig pretty much just fell off. Yeah, it just like slid right off. It was too heavy for that. So what I ended up having to do was actually glue the magnets directly to his head cap. Not his actual face, but his head cap. And you can't really tell through the wig. I really don't think you can tell. They're positioned pretty far back on his head though, just because that's the way that I wanted them to be. Oops, I'm hitting my light. I don't want to knock it over. But you can't really tell or anything. It doesn't like show through his wig that I can see anyway. But yeah, so that worked out really, really well. So if I do take off his wig, you can see magnets like on his head cap. But again, he's always going to have a wig, so what does it matter? But you can see there's his face right there. I really, really like his eyes. And I'm probably going to redo his face up eventually, but it's definitely in the direction that I want it to be, but he's still, wow. I really like his eyes a lot. Anyway, so there you can see him. Nostalgion is his name, which I don't use very often since it's difficult to pronounce. But yeah, so there's the beginning of his antlers. I just sort of want to like show you guys a work in progress, I guess. Just because that's kind of fun. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had to update though, because I made these on like the 15th or something like that, so it's been almost a week. I'm sorry, I just had other stuff to do and the sunlight and that kind of stuff. It's a little bit overcast today, so, but I had to make a video. But yeah, eventually what I'm going to be doing, if I can kind of like point, okay, so the points of the antlers like right here, is going to be basically like all black, and it's going to fade into white as it gets closer to his head. And then I'm probably going to use like a toothbrush splatter to make sort of like tiny little white dots throughout them, so it kind of looks like a starry night sky. If that makes sense. Again, I'll link you a picture so you guys can see what I mean if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, so this is the sort of base form, and they look okay. This one definitely looks better than that one, and this is the one that I made first. And yeah, it just looks better. But it's okay, it's okay. I'm glad that I could at least do this sort of kind of well, because I didn't think I was going to be able to, and I was actually going to see if I could commission Sparrow Shop to do horns kind of like this, but I was like, I think it's probably too much to ask someone to do something like that. And they're really huge and stuff, but I know that if I had, she would have made them absolutely amazing. But I was like, you know, I think I'll just try to do it myself, and if worst comes to worst, I'll ask or commission someone to do it, but I wanted to see if I could do it myself first, because it is kind of difficult when they're this size, and the idea that I have for them is kind of strange, so. But yeah, there's Nostalgia on here. He's a cutie with his little serious face. I love his eyes. But anyway, another big update. I want to go ahead and show you guys, if I can get over down here. As you can see that I have painted my little fennec fox over here, and she actually has a name now and everything. Her name is now Rumour, if you guys are curious. I feel like I'm having deja vu right now. It's a really weird feeling. Maybe I've done this for one of my other dolls where, like, I didn't tell you guys about them. Anyway, I'm having a really weird sense of deja vu here, but anyway, her name is Rumour. You can see her there. And I went ahead and painted her face. You can't really see it too well in this lighting, and I can't really zoom in super well for you guys to see it, because my camera's gonna be like, nope, no focus. Yeah, I can't really zoom in super well for you guys to see it, but basically the idea that I had behind her is that she's going to be sort of like a voodoo doll. Which is kind of funny since, you know, she's a ball-jointed doll. But yeah, so basically her idea is that she's a little voodoo doll, and that's why you can see that she has the little pin through her ear there, and why she has these little buttons and things like that on her. I really wanted to do something kind of like really creative for her, since I've kind of noticed that, like, even though pretty much all of my characters are really like fantasy inspired and really complex story-wise, I don't necessarily think that their doll versions reflect that very well, and I think that I have the capacity to do more creative things with ball-jointed dolls than I'm letting myself do, if that makes sense. I don't know if that sounds egotistical or not, but I hope not. But basically I think that I can probably do more creative things than I've done before, and so I wanted to kind of do that for her. She has this little button with a little pin in it right there. And you can see there's a little strand of like string going through one of her little thingies there. But yeah, so I just sort of like let myself do whatever just sort of came to mind, and really just sort of make her really cute and unique. I did actually sand down her mouth. It's like this part of her mouth, like the little like bulgies. I don't know what those are called. I'm terrible. I don't really have a lot of Antler characters to be able to explain it. But the little like pouches for her mouth around her ears, not her ears, her nose. Anyway, I don't know what those are called. That is called, I guess, like, I don't want to say like a snout, like a muzzle? I don't know. Anyway, I actually sanded down those a little bit, just so her nose was a little bit more petite and cute. It's not super noticeable, but I did kind of do it, so she looks a bit cuter and just more feminine, I think. Although I know fennec foxes have, you know, rather pointy noses, but I wanted hers to be a bit more rounder and cuter. And also I do know that fennec foxes don't have pink noses. They're more of a dark brownish color, but again, I just want to do creative liberty with her. She has these little stars on the side of her face too, if you can see them, but I don't think you can. And you can't actually see either, but she actually has patchwork. Like, I made her face like so that, like, right down the center of her face, there's this itty bitty tiny little line of like stitches, and also around her ears, like right around here, and also on the side of them too, which you won't be able to see, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can see it at all. It's very, very tiny. It's tiny little stitches. But yeah, so she's like a little voodoo doll. She's a little patchwork, a little princess. But anyway, I just want to go ahead and show you guys her, since I think she's really, really super cute. And it really frustrates me. I don't think you can actually see her face up very well, but it kind of frustrates me a little bit that I'm much, much better at doing sort of like natural face-ups than I am at fantasy ones, and since most of my characters are rather fantasy inspired, it's a little bit discouraging. I think that I'm significantly better at doing natural face-ups, and it's kind of saddening to me, but at the same time, I think being able to do anything somewhat well is a good thing, but darn it, I wish I could do fantasy face-ups better, but anyway, or, you know, more not so natural. But, anyway, so yeah, her name is Rumour. I don't know why that name sort of stuck. I have no idea why. I really liked Rune for a while and a few other names as well, but that's the one that stuck to me, and I think it sort of fits with her being a little voodoo doll. It just sounds kind of like, I don't know. I think it fits really well, so tell me what you guys think of that. Like rumor as in like hearsay, that kind of thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, of course you do. But yeah, so that's her little name, and she looks super, super adorable. I put in these blue eyes for her for right now, but I don't think they'll be her final ones. She's just wearing her same little outfit. I actually want to get her some mirror eyes, I think they call them. They're like the eyes have lots of little gemstones in them. I want to get her a pair of eyes like that. I think that's really what I want her to have, but I guess we'll see. A lot of my dolls need new eyes. But yeah, so I'll probably end up painting her hands and things like that in the future, but I wanted to go ahead and show you my progress with her so far. And also, I think I found an outfit that I really, really like for her, which I don't own yet, but I think I found an outfit online that I want to purchase for her that I'll go ahead and link you guys in the description, and you guys can tell me what you think of it. It's really, really cute, and just sort of like, the colors are very muted and simple for the most part, and I really want that for her. I want her to be more of like a natural sort of color palette. But I also think if I wanted to, it would be really cute to sort of sew a few little buttons onto it, and I think it would really suit her really well. So I'll go ahead and link that to you guys in the description. But yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys her. She looks really, really cute. I really like her a lot. Like I said, her story is very like simple right now. It's not even much of a story. All I know is that she's going to be a little voodoo doll / little witch, I guess, or an apothecary, something like that. But she's very, very cute, and I'm having a lot of fun customizing her. I didn't realize like how much fun it really is to sort of just like have a doll that's a completely blank slate that you can just sort of do whatever you want with. It's like, it's really fun, and it's just like your creativity just sort of really shines, I guess. Not that I'm very creative, but anyway. And then over here, of course, is Nostalgion again with his antlers that I still need to paint and work on. But yeah, so that's my little update for you guys. That's pretty much it. Nothing else really significant to update on. I still haven't started painting my Uno assist yet. He's been really intimidating me lately, so hopefully sometime soon I'll start working on him. But yeah, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, this video is still rambly and long, I'm sorry. But that's what happens when I don't make a video for like a week. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think of that outfit and stuff in the description. I'll link it if you think it'll suit her. And yeah, tell me what color eyes you think she should have too, if you guys have any suggestions, because like I want to get her some like really like gemstone shiny kind of eyes like that, but I'm not too sure what color yet. I'm not really too sure. I'm kind of thinking more of like an orangey color, but I do really like these blue. So she also has these pretty purple eyelashes, which you can't see. Ooh, you can't see those, but anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Usually I'm not one for having like people's input, but I think because usually I just design things myself, and you know, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, for this particular doll, I think it'd be really fun to have you guys sort of like tell me your opinions, since she's just sort of like a for fun sort of really creative thing. So yeah, I don't know if I can explain that well, but anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah,